Good morning, Kasturians. In this video, we will continue with the chapter 3 of history, that is Nazism and the rise of Hitler. So let's start. In the last video, we have seen the First World War, in which Germany was defeated, and as a result, the autocracy and aristocracy was throne and a new republic, that is the Weimar Republic, it was carved out. And then the Treaty of Versailles, which is still considered by Germans as a defaming activity of the Weimar Republic, it came into existence, according to which Germany lost major resources and it was bound to pay the war compensation, that was in millions in that time. And the people, they started opposing the Weimar Republic, and they held Weimar Republic responsible for this Treaty of Versailles. And aggressive war propaganda and national honor, they became important matters to be talked about in the social sphere. After this, the Spartacist League was established on the pattern of the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. The people of this league, they were influenced by the way the things have proceeded in the Russian Revolution. The Spartacists, they founded the Communist Party of Germany, and the Weimar Republic, it crushed this uprising with the help of a war veterans organization which was called Free Corps. In 1923, Germany refused to pay the war compensation, so France as a result occupied its leading industrial area, that is Ruhr. And to counter this, Germany started printing paper currency recklessly. Due to this reckless paper currency, when the supply of currency in the market increased, the value of the German mark, that is the German currency, it collapsed and the prices of goods rose, and this condition was known as hyperinflation. Then came the Great Depression. The Wall Street Exchange, the stock market in the Wall Street, it crashed in 1929, and between 1929 and 1932 the national income of USA, it fell by half, and the effects of this recession in the US economy were felt worldwide. How this Great Depression affected Germany? Germany received short-term loans largely from the US, and as a result of this Great Depression, the German Confederation was not able to get any loans from US further, and the industrial production, it reduced. Due to reduction in the industrial production, the workers, most of the workers, they lost their jobs. The youth, they took to criminal activities because the jobs were not there. Widespread and large scale unemployment was prevailing, and the small businessmen and self-employed, they suffered as their businesses got ruined, and the people, they lost confidence in the democratic parliamentary system, which seemed to offer no solutions. And this was the time, and these were the conditions that ultimately led Hitler to come into the scene and rise to power. Hitler was an ambitious boy from his childhood, and he was born in Austria in 1889, and he used to act as a messenger corporal in the First World War. Corporal, that is the soldier who used to be a messenger, carrying messages from one place to another, or from one warring unit to the other. He joined the German Workers' Party and renamed this party as the National Socialist German Workers' Party. This party later came to be known as the Nazi Party, and by 1932 this party became the largest party with 37% votes. Why? Because in his propaganda, Hitler used to condemn the Weimar Republic for defaming the German nation by signing up the Treaty of Versailles, and he used to persuade the people that he can bring the glory of Germany, which it had lost after the First World War, back to Germany, and he can consolidate the Germany. The Germany who actually used to be a creditor, he can transform that Germany into a debtor, and he will create more jobs. By 1932, when the Nazi Party became the single largest party, it started destructing the democratic regime in Germany. On 30th January 1933, Hitler achieved the highest position in the cabinet of ministries, and he now set out to dismantle the structures of democratic rule. The fire decree of 28th February 1933 suspended civic rights like freedom of speech, freedom of press, and freedom of assembly. And these three, as we know already, are the three major pillars on which the democracy rests in a country. The communists, they were hurriedly packed off to newly established concentration camps. Means the communists, they were arrested and they were sent to newly established concentration camps, and the political activities as well as the political parties, they were totally banned, and special surveillance and security forces were created to control the people and rule the people with impunity. That's all we have in this video. Thank you and have a nice day.